What is ACOT doing for the plant that is shutting down in Maryville?
Well, one of the major things that we're going to do is what we always do. We're going to provide high quality training and education that's mobile, so should they need to move out of the area, they can take their training with them. The other thing we're going to do is assist them with any gaps that may come up in funding. Traditionally, when a plant shuts down, there's usually state or federal funds available for retraining. So what we plan on doing is taking those state and federal funds for students who are interested in enrolling with our particular college, and we're going to extend a scholarship to help right now, so they don't have to borrow any funds or come out of pocket with any funds while they're losing their job.
Well, first of all, can you tell me who are we helping with this?
Well, the most recent plant to announce in the area is Energizer. So roughly 290 employees, I think, are losing their job over the next 6 months. So our plan is really anybody looking to change out of that specific career field and go into one of our areas of study. Being online, they're not tied to this location. We do have a resource center right here in St. Joseph, Missouri, and we're looking into adding one into Maryville should students have the need to come on site for any reason whatsoever, a couple days a week. So our target demographic right now is just those people leaving Energizer.
Now, these people are already, worried about money. How are they going to be able to afford this?
Well, our primary goal is to make this as convenient as possible. So the idea of our school to help those that are working or out of work is to not charge any ancillary fees. So you're not going to have any upfront fees. You're not going to have, book fees, library fees, technology fees, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, as you would normally see in a traditional college setting. The way our tuition and books work is a fixed cost, and with the type of funding that's available, it usually does not end up costing the student any money out of their pocket when they're responding to being laid off. The last thing we want to do is add yet another expense. So,
are they getting any additional funding from the state, and are you going to help them figure that out?
Yeah, one of the things we do, we've worked with this type of thing before. In the past 12 years, we've been a part of several layoffs where we've retrained groups of 50 to 100. We are very, very informed about the different kinds of federal, state, and local types of funding. With this type of layoff, there are federal and state funds both typically available. So we will help point them in the right direction. If they're looking for training, we will send them to the right places, answer questions that we know, and in some cases we can sometimes facilitate some of the conversations and the forms and the paperwork. But our goal is to just provide the student with as much information as possible to help them make the best decision they can.
What sort of programs are you guys offering that would be beneficial to these students?
Well, we offer roughly 5 or 6 different areas. For this type of training, we typically recommend short-term training, 1 to 2 year programs, either a certificate or an associate's degree. They range from business, technology, website design, medical billing coding, health information technology. We've got some criminal administration and criminal justice programs, and we go into a few other networking and security as well.
And when can people start doing this? There's people being laid off now.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have enrollments 8 times a year, so roughly every 6 weeks there is an opportunity. So if you've already been laid off, we can help you. If you are going to be laid off, we can help prepare you for a start. So there's really no specific time. Almost every month we're enrolling for courses.
Now, as far as getting help from the state, is there, should they be trying to do this as quickly as possible, or what's the time limit?
Right. The idea would be that is going to be the longest part of the process. So ideally you want to contact the state of Missouri's as funding source, which is an office right here in St. Joseph, Missouri, down at the Missouri Career Center. You'll make contact. There's a series of forms and observations they go through, and they build a file on you, and then ideally you choose where you want to use your retraining funds. If you already know what school you're going to, then that's good. That's good to know. That's something that's nice to have when you start that process. If you don't, that's fine as well. But I would direct them down to that office to get the information. We can facilitate and help, but again, we're sort of the third party.
So if somebody wants to know the first thing, where to go, how to do all this, what do you suggest they do?
Give us a call. Give us a call, stop by, or come to one of our informational sessions that we're going to be having in Maryville every week for the next 6 months. and we will help guide you in the right direction, answer any questions that we can, and if there's a question we don't know, we will call somebody or find the answer for you.
Now, these sessions in Maryville, can you tell me about them, where they are, times?
Right now, the first ones are going to be Tuesday and Wednesday nights at the Holiday Inn Express, right there on the outside of town. And we're going to be announcing them on the radio every week. Ideally, we want to have at least one a week, in some cases probably two.
And what can people learn there?
You know, we're going to cover the basics of the types of training available. I'm going to answer as many questions as I can about the type of funds that a person might qualify for, and I'm going to answer any other questions that might arise.
Great. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, feel free to check out our website, acot.edu, or give us a call, 816-279-7000.